border controls still been tightened until today. Although we have allowances in terms of ambassadors, Malaysian second home, and etc. So they have to comply with our SOP in terms of screening and also quarantine. Malaysian returnees coming back, also screening, quarantine, whether quarantine in our quarantine center or at home. Now the next step is, what is our planning is that if we want to open up our border, how are we going to open up our border? So we need to look into the cases. Green cases, for example, green zone. Likewise, when we looking into the states, green zone in the states, so there's no restriction now, you can travel. So when we look into the green zone, for example, or green country, then we call it a bubble, a travel bubble. Then we need to discuss and finalize the SOP, the agreement between two countries in terms of the cases, what should we do? Do we need a quarantine, and etc. So, for example, now one state, if you are in Johor, you go to Malacca, we don't quarantine you, and then we don't swab you. So, using the same concept now between the state, what about looking into countries? So, we need to identify the countries first, and then we need to discuss the detail about the SOP with the countries. It must be mutual and reciprocal, so that we follow the same protocol on both sides. Then we can actually allow. So the 6 countries we have identified, but in the process of negotiation and even discussion, Singapore, Brunei, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and even Korea. So we are in a very early stage of discussion. So we hope that we can come up with a mutual agreement in terms of implementation. Both sides have to come up with an agreement, and then if we can do that, then we can allow in terms of the business sector, education sector, tourism, and etc. But more important is that to allow the function, but to control the virus transmission. If we can break the virus transmission and we can control in terms of the SOP and etc., then that's the way forward for us to achieve a win-win. Now looking at Singapore, when we look at Singapore, the cases basically just like us in Malaysia. Foreign workers is the one that the numbers are high because of the foreign workers. So we do not allow the foreign workers, but we allow Singaporean, for example. They have not been to other countries and then have stayed put. So these are some of the detailed discussion that we need to look into both sides. Likewise, our foreign workers here, I'm sure there's a concern. We also concern our foreign workers. What more other countries they are also concerned our foreign workers? So we need to screen them. We need to test them. We need to make sure that we can control the virus transmission within the community or the foreign workers community, for example. So that is what we have been doing. That's why it's under our high risk group. One of our target group is actually the foreign workers. So this is something that is doable, but we need to explore between Malaysia and the other countries.